Rep. Jackson.
Yes, sir.
I know you got a lot of strong thoughts about college athletics these days.
Yes, sir.
Unpack it for me for a bit.
Well, if we look at what's happening with the voting rights and in the state of Tennessee, where they specifically have drawn a map to get rid of the only Democrat in the state of Tennessee for voting rights that was secured under the death of Reverend Martin Luther King, I think the young athletes now need to come of age for a new generation and take a stand on civil rights. They should exercise their free market will, go to the portal, and look to transfer to a state where the governor and the state legislature is sensitive to African Americans and their voting rights and the work of Reverend Martin Luther King and the Civil Rights Act.
You're saying top college athletes, if they're not in a state that's representing voters,
yeah, that's very specifically.
That they should leave.
And that's
they
the
should
state
transfer.
Absolutely, that's the state of Florida. That's the state of South Carolina. That's the state of Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. If the state legislature is going to go in and take African Americans' voting rights and their representation away, they need to hit to the portal and use freedom of choice. And another generation needs to stand up in the fight for civil rights.
So you're saying if there's like a top point guard at the University of Tennessee, he should go to UCLA?
Absolutely. Wide receiver, quarterback. We fill up the stadiums. Now we need to fill up the voting booths, and we need to transfer our allegiance to a state that will honor these great athletes.
Well, why is it on them? Like, why are you putting the pressure on players? You know, they're just college kids who are there to like make some money, you know, go to a big school, try to make it to the pros. It's like, why is this their responsibility?
Well, they are 18. They are of age. They are grown men. They are adults. They get charged with everything that they would as an adult. And so now is the time for a level of the additional maturity, the responsibility. They have the right to vote. They have that obligation. And they also have a right to determine what side of history they're going to be on. Did you secure the rights of your parents and great-grandparents? Are you making life better for all people? And they have to assume that responsibility.
So your thought is basically, if, say, all the basketball players at University of Tennessee, if they leave to USC or UCLA, then the coach will be like, hey, we got to stop this.
Oh, the coach, the governor, and everyone else will have an emergency meeting and would serve them right. Well, look at the history of when you've had Mel Farr, when he came down from UCLA and they played against Coach Bear Bryant in Alabama. It's happened before. So if they're going to go back into the old Jim Crow and repeating history of taking voting rights, let's do the reverse and like tell those athletes just to leave the state and take a principled stand.